is a noun. It refers to, okay, it refers to people, things, objects, concepts, okay, and all the others. So for example, Peter is the name of a person, right? Then we have pen, glass, success, station, etc. So in the previous class we learned, okay, a question. So normally whenever you are in a doubt, the question that you have to ask yourself is, okay, so can I have it? All right. If you can answer this question, can I have it? Yes, I can have success. Okay, or I can have, or like, in this way, if you can answer this question, okay, so you can understand that it is a noun. So there are different ways of identifying whether it is a noun. I told you I told you the simplest form. All right. Again, under nouns, we have different types of nouns. Understood? So here, okay, so first we will identify a noun. So noun, it can refer to a place. Okay, please note this down quickly, the definition of a noun. Okay, to quickly note down, it is already given. Identifying a noun. A noun is a noun is a part of speech. A noun is a part of speech that denotes a person, animal, place, thing, or idea. Okay, so it can refer to person, place, animal, thing, idea, or even concepts. Understood? So for example, when I say refer to a person, so what exactly a person? So it is a term which is used for a person, whether it is a proper name, okay, it could be a gender, it could be a title, it could be class, okay, it is all coming under noun. For example, okay, so like how it is given, that Peter, Prakash, okay, so different names. Okay, all right, so then we can say crowd. Okay, then there is like pens, glass, vegetables, okay, whatever. Then animals, a term for an animal, okay, whether it could be proper name, it could be the species name, it could be the genus name, it could be a gender, it could be a class. Okay, so it all refers to animals. I'm sure you all know what animals are. Okay, I don't have to explain that. Next we have place. Okay, it is a term which is used for a place. Now it could be proper name or a simply a physical location. Okay, it is a noun. Then the next one is thing. Thing refers to a term for a thing, whether it exists now or will exist. All right, so for example, or which existed in the past. Okay, so something which existed now, or which will exist, or which exists. Okay, so that all of these examples we will look at. Okay, don't worry right now, just pay attention and try to make notes. Okay, you can just note down whatever is given on the slide also. Okay, so that later on when you are revising, if you get confused what nouns are, you can quickly come back and revise this. Okay, then the last one, idea. It can refer to ideas or concepts, that is a term for an idea. Okay, it could be a real one, or it could be workable, or it could just be a fantasy. All right, so something which is not like possible. Okay, that might never come true. So fantasy, that might never come true. Okay, so then or fruition. All right, let's go to the next one now. Okay, can you now? Okay, so you have to identify all the nouns in this case. Come on, quickly do this exercise. I'll give you a little extra time, so please do this one quickly. Now that you know what exactly are nouns, so quickly complete this one. Good job, Alicia. Well done. Okay, so good job, Alicia, CG, Shalini. Fantastic. Okay, and Rama, you too. So here there are three nouns. Okay, so identify all the nouns. So here we have students. Okay, so there has been an increase in the number of students. Okay, so here we have increase. Okay, so increase here, it is shown before an article. So articles usually come before nouns. So this is also an indication where you can use, okay, like in which you can use to identify nouns. So it is preceded by an article n. So therefore we know increase is a noun. Then we have number. So number, it helps us to understand, quantify data, or to understand the numerical concept. Understood? So therefore, okay, so it refers to a noun. And then students. Students is a common noun. हम बच्चों के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. School जाने वाले या छात्र. I think छात्र is the correct Hindi term for students. All right. So हम छात्र के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. So students. Understood? So here we have three nouns. So here how do we know increase? Usually articles jab aate hain, okay, articles usually come before nouns. So therefore increase is a noun. All right. So then number, it helps us to understand the number, or the numerical concept, arithmetic concept. Okay. So therefore here it is number. And students is a common noun. So therefore, okay, three nouns. Understood? All right. So now let's quickly understand this. Now there are various types of nouns. Okay. Now this is very important. Okay, because you need to know, because there are certain rules after which you have to follow. Okay. So the first one is proper nouns and common nouns. Okay. Proper nouns and common nouns. Please quickly write down. Okay, because we are going to discuss in detail. So it is very important. And it's, if you notice down, it is much better for revision purpose as well. Okay. So first one is proper nouns and common nouns. Second one is abstract nouns and concrete nouns. Okay, please pay attention to the spellings. Abs, A-B-S, T-R-A-C-T. Abstract and concrete, C-O-N-C-R-E-T-E. Concrete nouns. And the third one is collective nouns. Okay, collective nouns. C-O-L-L-E-C-T-I-V-E. Okay. Now further on, okay, they can be countable or uncountable. Okay, so you all know, right? What is countable? Something which can be counted. Okay, and uncountable is something which cannot be counted. All right, so nouns can be countable and uncountable. Okay, I'm sure you have come across this term. Okay, but let's not discuss it in now. When the slide comes, okay, I'll explain it in detail. Okay. Now, please note down proper nouns and common nouns. Now, what are proper nouns? Okay, as the term itself suggests, okay, proper, something which is correct, or something which is very specific, or very very to the point. All right. So therefore, here proper nouns are words which are special names which are given. For example, they name specific one of a kind items. Okay, that means, okay, very specific. We have given a special name to something, so it becomes a proper noun. Just remember, proper noun refers to a special name which is given to anything. It refers to one of a kind items. Understood? Now, this is what you have to remember after you identify what a proper noun is. For example, proper nouns would be, okay, so how we have India, the name of a particular country. Okay, Goa, the name of a state. Okay, then we have, okay, so then we have Mumbai. Okay, so Chhattisgarh. All right, after that, Coca-Cola, Samsung, Nike, Adidas. Then we have Big G. All right, so FBB. All right, best side. So all these are special names which are given to something, right? So all of these, any special name which is given is said to be a proper noun. Understood? And always make sure that you begin with capital letters, no matter where they occur in a sentence. Okay, it doesn't matter where they occur in a sentence. Okay, but when you are denoting a proper noun, you have to mention it in capital letters. The first alphabet of that word should be capital. Understood? Not the entire thing. Okay, so just the first initial. Understood? So can you see how India, London, Peter is the name of a person. Okay, Lisa, Yamuna. So your name and your surname. Okay, so again, if your name is Ram Kapoor, so R will be capital. Okay, K will be capital. So Ram Kapoor. Understood? Any name, whatever it is, okay, if it is a special name, you have to write it in capital letters. All right, so no matter where it comes. All right, for example, I am Ram Kapoor. यहाँ पर कितने alphabets आएंगे? I should be capital, M will be small case, Ram, R will be capital, K will be capital of Kapoor. So I am Ram Kapoor, I will be capital, M will be small case, R will be capital, and then, okay, so it's going to be like that. Okay, so yes, Devendra, fantastic. Three cases we are going to have capital letters. Okay, the next one is common noun. Please quickly write down common nouns. As the very term itself suggests, common, यानी कि okay, so something like साधारण, common, or जो कोई कुछ special कुछ नहीं है. So these are words which are used to name general items rather than specific ones. Can you understand the difference now? Okay, it's very simple. Proper means, okay, like, how you keep everything properly, like, very, very, like, systematic way or very specific way. Okay, so you try to relate it to that. For example, okay, so you can try to keep all your things very nicely and properly. So properly, very systematic way, very, in a specific way, right? So you try to relate to that, and remember, proper nouns means, okay, specific names. Whereas common means, okay, so common means something which is not specific, something which is general. Okay, so जिसका कोई specific name नहीं है, उसे वह, that is a common noun. Okay, so therefore we will say these are words which are used to name general items rather than specific ones. For example, lamp, chair, couch, TV, windows. Okay, these are all general things, right? However, if I had to say Samsung TV, then I become specific. Understood? So if I just say TV, koi bhi TV. When I say Samsung TV, Samsung car TV, so that is the time I'm being specific. Understood? So in this way, if you're being specific, you have to, it is a proper noun. If it is just a general term, ऐसा ही कुछ common है, so common noun. All right? Okay, the next one. Okay, let us take a look at some examples to understand this better. I want to become an actor. मुझे एक actor बनना है. So actor is, okay, is a common noun. Whereas when I say Amitabh Bachchan has acted in many movies, or I can say Amitabh Bachchan is a really good actor. So in this case, I am being specific about an actor. So can you see here? I want to be an actor. मुझे एक actor बनना है. So in this case, actor is common. When I say Amitabh Bachchan has acted in many movies. So here, can you see which is the proper noun here? Okay, so we have Amitabh Bachchan. Understood? Amitabh Bachchan is common, is a proper noun. Can you see here how it is? How it is in bold and how the name is written. So next time when you write your names, okay, all of you who are attending, okay, so when you write your names, you have to pay attention to this. For example, okay, so यहाँ पर देवेंद्र प्रजापति है, all right. So Devendra's D will be capital and P will be capital. Understood? So Pratap Rao Shinde, it is already given as correctly. So it is corrected. All right. So you have to pay attention to these things. Okay. Then common noun. I like to adopt a dog. Dogs, cats, okay, is very common. But when I say, okay, so Pluto is the cutest dog ever. In this case, I'm being specific about one particular dog. Understood? When I say I'd like to adopt a dog, हाँ मुझे कोई भी कुत्ता adopt करना है, कोई भी. All right, so anyone, so common. Whereas when I say Pluto is the cutest dog ever, so in that case, I'm being very specific about the dog. So Pluto is like, it is a, in that case, it becomes a proper noun. Okay, then common noun. Would you like a cookie? कोई आपको cookie चाहिए? I crave for Oreos. यानी कि मुझे यह ही biscuit चाहिए. Instead of saying cookie, you can say, would you like a biscuit? Okay, so would you like to have biscuits? Okay, I crave for Oreos. यानी कि मुझे Oreo ही चाहिए. Oreo, I'm sure all of you know. Okay, what are Oreos? All right, then let's go to the city. City कोई भी है. New York City is specific, proper noun. Understood? I really want a new pair of jeans. Okay, I really want to buy a new pair of Levi's. So Levi's. All right, so Levi's यानी कि okay, only this pair of jeans. I'm being specific here. Okay, the only trick here is you should know whether you are being specific, whether what you are talking about has a particular name, specific name or no. Specific है तो proper noun, नहीं है तो common noun. Very simple. Okay, it is nothing to get difficult or confused about. Okay, let's quickly practice now. Please do this one. When the Titanic sank, the captain went down with the ship. So what is the answer here? Which is a proper noun in this case? All right, so good job, Arpita, Vasir, Antal, Pratap, Devendra. It's nice to see all of you answering correctly. Okay, it's really nice. So fantastic. Titanic is the name of the ship. All right, so therefore proper noun. Okay, so therefore here the answer is proper noun. The next one, which is the common noun in this case? Okay, come on, do this one quickly. Okay, good job. Devendra Antal was here and CG is fantastic. So here the answer is the first one. Oreo means, okay, Oreo refers to a specific type of cookie, isn't it? Or a specific type of biscuits. Whereas here common noun kya hoga? Cookie. Lisa had a craving and not just any cookie would do. So she went to the store and bought a box of Oreo. So यहाँ पर when I say just say cookie, it is a common noun, whereas Oreos is a proper noun, यानी कि specific name which is given to that biscuit. All right, so therefore it is a proper noun. Try the next one now. All right. Okay. So now that you know what are proper nouns and common nouns, okay, I'm sure all of you are like professionals now, okay, to identify what is a proper and a common noun. So now we'll understand the next second type of nouns, that is abstract nouns and concrete nouns. Okay. So again, this is not very difficult and it is very simple. Okay. You have to just pay attention. So here, first one is abstract. Okay. I'm sure you have heard about abstract paintings. What is the meaning of abstract? Okay, if you understand what is the meaning of abstract nouns, you will understand very easily. Abstract यानी कि something which you cannot touch. Okay, जिसे आप हाथ नहीं लगा सकते, आप देख नहीं सकते, आप सुन नहीं सकते. All right, something, it's like, a state of being. जैसे लाइक वह है, लेकिन हमें पता है हम वह है, हम उसे महसूस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हम उसे हाथ नहीं लगा सकते. Okay, these are the nouns that refer to concepts, ideas, emotions, etc. Please write this down. You need to know this. Okay, these are the nouns that refer to concepts, ideas, emotions, etc. Abstract nouns are nouns that you cannot touch. हाथ नहीं लगा सकते. These are not made of materials. हाथ क्यों नहीं लगा सकते? क्योंकि यह किसी से बनाए हुए नहीं होते हैं. Okay, so but they play an important role. पर हमारे जीवन में बहुत ही important होते हैं. Abstract nouns are words that name things that are not concrete. Your five physical senses cannot detect an abstract noun. And that is, you can't see it, smell it, taste it, hear it, or touch it. Okay, so you can only feel it. All right, so you cannot use your five senses. That is, you cannot see, you cannot smell, you cannot taste, you cannot hear, and neither can you touch. Final. Okay, you can only feel it. आप महसूस कर सकते हैं. Okay, so these are some common abstract nouns. For example, success. Can you touch success? क्या आप सक्सेस को हाथ लगा सकते हैं? क्या आप डिप्रेशन को हाथ लगा सकते हैं? क्या आप प्यार को हाथ लगा सकते हैं? ओके, हम महसूस कर सकते हैं. क्या आप लाइक एंगर लाइक गुस्से को आप हाथ लगा सकते हैं, आप महसूस करते हैं. Isn't it? I felt very angry. I felt. Okay, so I felt very angry. Or I am very angry. Am यानी कि helping us to know a state. All right, so I is very angry. Not really, right? I am angry. So okay, so anger, hate, love, success, depression. Okay, so grief, all of these terms are, so abstract refers to all of these basically feelings, concepts. Okay, then we have ideas, emotions. Okay, so it refers to all of these things which we cannot see. We cannot do it with any of our five senses, but we can only feel it. Understood? So basically something which you cannot touch, which is just as a state, which is just existing. Okay, it is said to be an abstract noun. Okay, opposite of abstract nouns, we have concrete nouns now. Can you please read? Can you please see this? Okay, please note it down. Concrete nouns refer to things, okay, that you can taste, टच, सी, एटसेट्रा. यानी कि हम यहाँ पर हाथ लगा सकते हैं. ओके, सो स्मेल कर सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं, सुन सकते हैं. All right, so these are actual things that we interact with on a daily basis. Concrete nouns can be both countable and uncountable. So यहाँ पर okay, so these are the things which we normally interact with daily. यानी कि हम हर दिन use करते हैं. So normally they will come under concrete nouns. Okay, so here are some typical concrete nouns. So countable and uncountable. I'm sure all of you know countable यानी कि जो count किया जा सकता है, uncountable जो count नहीं किया जा सकता है. What are countable? For example, oranges, desk, books, cats. Okay, so house, car. Okay, and uncountable will be okay. So we have rice, water, pasta. Okay, stars. All right, so like all of these refer to that. Okay, so these are typical concrete nouns. All right, so here I hope you understood. Any doubts, any questions with respect to this particular topic? Anybody wants to ask anything? All right, so can we move, can we go to the next one? So please try this one now. When Sarah jumped into the lake to rescue a drowning cat, her bravery astonished onlookers. Which is the abstract noun in this case? Okay, good job, Arpita, Vasi, Devendra, Binesh, Vasi, Devendra, Antal, and Vinod. Fantastic. Yes, Devendra, what is your doubt? Quickly unmute yourself.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Go ahead.
can you show the previous slide?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So in this slide, uh, uh, the concrete nouns is mentioned. Ma'am, it can be in both form like proper noun or common noun.
It can come in that. It can be. All right. So here, that is one. Yes, what you are saying is correct. It can be proper or it can be common as well. All right. So here, what we are basically, this is a different type of classification. So based on whether you can touch, based on whether you cannot touch. Understood? So this is that type of classification. Okay. Yes. All right,
So ma'am,
Devendra.
if there is, ma'am, if there is two options like for example car and two options like common noun and concrete noun. So what would we choose?
It depends on whether what you are speaking, right? Just the same concept of proper noun, common noun. For example, under countable, concrete, it said book. Okay, so book is common noun. But if I have to say Bible, it is a proper noun, right? So similarly, just like how you would identify a common noun and a proper noun, same way it is. Okay, same way you will do it. Understood?
So ma'am,
So
what is the need of concrete noun?
what is the, see, concrete
Need of
refers,
concrete noun.
see, concrete nouns refer to something which you, these are the nouns which you can touch, whereas abstract refers to nouns which you cannot touch. Understood? That is the meaning here. Under concrete, you can, whatever, under concrete, it can be countable and uncountable. Under that, it can further be proper or common. Okay, so it goes hand in hand. Wherever in any sentence which is given, that it could be concrete, okay, or it could be abstract. Further on, you have to identify. Okay, so if it is concrete, you can identify whether it is proper or it is common. What is more important here is to identify whether it is abstract or concrete. If you cannot touch, it is abstract. If you can touch, it is concrete. That is the meaning of concrete. Understood?
Okay.
All right. See, concrete also refers to, like, something which is solid. Understood? Cement जैसे cement को हम in some cases we call it concrete, right? So what is that concrete? Concrete refers to something which is solid. अगर एक कुछ solid है, क्या आप उसे touch कर सकते हैं? We can touch it, right? अगर कुछ solid हुआ, कुछ solid है, तो हम touch कर सकते हैं. So you can use it in that way. Concrete यानी कि मैं उसे touch कर सकता हूँ. Abstract yani ki something which I cannot touch. So you have to only remember that, and this classification is based on whether you can touch it or you cannot touch it. Understood? That is all. You don't have to get confused with that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So good job. Okay, so well done. Okay, now we'll go to that. We'll go back to the exercise. Okay, so the exercise, so here clearly bravery is something which we cannot touch. Okay, so lake, okay, हम फिर भी जाकर एक lake पर जा सकते हैं. Okay, वहां पर उसका environment water को touch कर सकते हैं. Okay, onlooker it refers to, okay, onlooker it refers to a person. Okay, her bravery astonished onlookers यानी कि जो लोग उसे देख रहे थे. So it refers to those people. Cat, एक बिल्ली को हम of course हम हाथ लगा सकते हैं. Whereas bravery, can you touch this? Bravery, no. So therefore it is abstract. So therefore the answer is the fourth option. Okay, try the next one now. okay, which is the abstract form here. So again, okay, so here again it is sadness, abstract. Okay, just remember, कोई भी feelings, जब हम किसी feelings के बारे में बात करते हैं, sadness, happiness, anxiety, okay, so anxiousness, then we have like all of these, okay, so excitement, okay, these are some things which you cannot touch but you can feel. So therefore all of them come under the abstract category. All right, whereas face, then face is a proper noun, okay, sorry, face is not abstract, we can touch a face, right? So that's why that first option is incorrect. Thin, dark and long, these are adjectives, okay, these are describing words. So here that's why it is incorrect. Kaisa uska chehra hai, thin, dark, long, okay, these are adjectives. Okay, then chocolate brown, again we cannot it's chocolate brown, again it is used to show like the kind of the color describing. So here sadness will be abstract now. Okay, try the next one now. He plowed the earth. What is the meaning in this case? Another okay, just do this one. I kind of had guessed it that most of you would get this one incorrect. Okay, so see here in this case, another hint for you is earth in capitals? Okay, if it was a proper noun, it would have been in capitals, right? Here we are not referring to earth as planet earth. We are referring to earth as soil. So he plowed the earth means he plowed the land or he plowed the soil. Okay, another hint for you would have been, yes, as Devendra said, okay, so it is referring to a field, or it is referring to the soil of the field. Understood? So he plowed the earth. So in this case, earth, can you see the spelling also? If it was a proper noun, would it be in small letters? Okay, so it wouldn't have been it would have been capital E, right, if it was proper. So therefore here it is taken as a common noun. Okay, please do the next one now. Identify how many abstract nouns are there here. Certainties mean situations, okay? If I'll just give you a hint. Good job, Devendra, Balkrishnan. Okay, no problem. The others, okay, it's okay. But just keep on trying, okay? So you will get a hang of it. You'll understand. So in this case, there are three abstract nouns. Okay, can you identify? Devendra, can you identify which are the three abstract nouns here? Maybe you could just type out Devendra, Balkrishna, Vinod, Komalpreet, Lovepreet, Kiranpreet. Fantastic. Okay, so Devendra, quickly identify. I'll unmute you. Otherwise, just give me a minute. Huh. Devendra, quickly unmute yourself and tell us which are the three abstract nouns here.
Yes, ma'am.
So, which one? Which one? Yeah.
Third one, certainty.
So creativity, courage, and certainties. Okay, so good job, well done. Okay, so here we have three abstract nouns. Okay, that is creativity, courage, and certainty. Certainties I told you. Okay, so it's like situations. Understood? So can you touch a situation? No. All right. So creativity. Okay, so like the way or the creative way. All right. So that is what it refers. Courage. Okay, so it is also kind of a feeling, whereas or like a quality, and then certainties. Understood? So certainties refer to situations. That's why three. All right, please do the next one now, all of you. All right, okay, so I'll explain. Any doubts, any questions till now? Anything anybody wants to ask? Any doubts, any questions about anything? Okay, so I'll quickly explain this one now. Okay, now we come to the third type, okay, or we come to the the third classification, that is collective noun. Okay, so now collective, as the very term itself suggests, collective, yani ki something which you collect, a collection. Okay, so what do you mean by a collection? Yani ki kisi ka like like a group hona, isn't it? So collection refers to group. All right, for example, you have a collection of coins, यानी कि okay, so आपको इन coins का जैसे एक group बनाया है, okay, एक जैसा जो like all ancient coins. So पहले जो coins होते हैं like उनका आपने coins किया है. For example, you have a collection of something else. So you have like a group of that. So when I say collection, collective nouns, it refers to something similar which refers to a group. All right, so like just remember this. Now how to remember collective nouns, यानी कि to collect something, to collect यानी कि कुछ इकट्ठा करना, right? इकट्ठा करना और या group बनाना. Understood? So just remember, okay, so collective means kuch collect karna, ikatta karna ya group karna. Okay, so in this way you will understand. Okay, then collective nouns refer to groups of various types. Collective nouns are most commonly used with groups of animals. So whenever I say collective nouns, it refers to, okay, so it refers to groups of something. Understood? For example, okay, so I have a swarm of bees. ओके सो स्वॉर्म ऑफ बीज यानी कि बर्ड्स जो हम मधुमक्खी, आई थिंक इट्स कॉल्ड मधुमक्खी, हनी, जैसे हमें हनी मिलता है. ओके सो मधुमक्खी, ऑलराइट. सो देन यस, alright, so you have a pack of sheep, then we have a flight of birds, okay, a brood of hens. So these are, okay, so collective nouns are most commonly used, okay, so in order to describe that particular group of things. Understood? So most commonly it is used for animals, however we use it for things as well, we use it for people as well. For example, a choir of singers, okay, so यानी कि जब singers साथ में, okay, so गाना गाते हैं, normally at the church we say a choir of singers. Okay, then we have a band of men, okay, so band of men, a cast of actors, okay, so who is the cast? Okay, so cast of actors, okay, जो actors अभिनेता होते हैं. So collective nouns, they can be used in both the singular and plural, although collective nouns tend to be used in the singular. So here are some common collective nouns refer to groups of animals. For example, herd, litter, pack, okay, then swarm, hive. Okay, so there are different, okay, so flight of birds, then a school of fish. Okay, so now you have to, understand, you have to, like, learn some of these collective nouns. I'll try to send a few for all of you, okay, in the chat box, maybe at the end of the class, because this helps you if you use the collective nouns. For example, if you're talking about bees, okay, oh, there's a swarm of bees there. Understood? Instead of saying there are a lot of bees there, if you say this, there is a swarm of bees, okay, it is a lot more professional. It kind of really affects your personality and the way you make an impression on others. So try, if you have time, okay, so try to learn some of the collective nouns, because it really creates a great impression on the way you speak. All right, so then here are some collective nouns. So collective nouns are commonly used for names of institutions and groups within the institutions, okay, such as academics, business, governmental organizations. So under these also we can say, for example, department. Okay, so when I say department, for example, department of biotechnology, department of geology, department of botany. All right, so it, like, it is used to show that this is a group of people who are learning this particular subject. Okay, so therefore we can have such collective nouns which are referring to certain groups, even in organizations. So don't narrow your thinking that only it is used for animals or things. It is also used for people, like how I said, a cast of actors. Okay, then okay, so then we have a choir of singers, a band of men. Okay, so it can be used, okay, so in different cases as well. Okay, an army of soldiers, okay, a crew of sailors, okay, a band of musicians. Okay, then a bunch of crooks. A bunch of crooks means people who, like, kind of cheat others, so crooks. Understood? So बहुत सारे ऐसे collective nouns हैं. I'll try to send some for all of you. Okay, so then firm, then party. Okay, so party, I think it is usually used for thieves. All right, so then staff itself is a collective noun. All right, so the staff and students of like, for example, this particular school, all right, St. Joseph School, staff and students. So it is used to show that group of people from that particular area. All right, so team. Okay, so you can use such. All right, so please do the next one now, which is the okay, what is university here? Is it an abstract noun or is it a common noun? Okay, so good job, everybody. Good job, Devendra. Fantastic. And Nikhila, you too. So here it is a university refers to common noun. All right. For example, the University of Wisconsin. Okay, yeah, University of, okay, so whatever. I think Tom should go to university to study science. So here, okay, so university refers to a common noun. Now again, okay, don't restrict your mind only to one particular thing. Okay, so here now you'll have all mixed statements, mixed everything. It could be abstract, it could be common, proper, anything. You have to apply whatever you have learned. Okay, so I think Tom should go to university to study science. So in this case, we have not mentioned a particular university, so therefore it's a common noun. Okay, try the next one. Staff will meet at 10:30 tomorrow morning. So staff, what is staff here? Yes, what is the answer here? Good job, Gurleen, Devendra, Arpita was here, and Nikhila. Okay, so we had discussed it, right? All right, good job, Antal. Fantastic. Okay, so here, when I refer to staff, in this case, staff refers to a collective noun. All right, the next one. Okay, so good job, everybody. So here, good job, Nikhila, Devendra, Vinod, Muhammad, Madhvi. Fantastic. So here it is a third one. Okay, so that is water is a concrete noun. So water, can we use it as a, is water, okay, so a collective noun? No. Okay, is it an abstract noun, something which we cannot touch? No. It is a concrete noun. So water is a concrete noun, right? It is not a noun. Okay, so can I have water? Yes, right. So therefore it is a noun. So fourth option is incorrect. And what type is it? It is a concrete one wherein I can touch. Okay, Ahmad. Okay, welcome to the class. Okay, my first time to enjoy the class. I'm happy that you're enjoying the class. Okay, but make sure that you actively participate in the exercises. Okay, no problem if you get a few incorrect answers here and there, but try give your best. Okay, so the next one for all of you. Insult is, so don't insult me. So in this particular statement, what is insult? I'll give you a little extra time. Good job, Arpita, Devendra, Sishis, Harshpreet, and Sudha. Fantastic. So here the answer is the first one. Okay, so it is not a noun. All right. So insult is, okay. So now insult in this case, okay, it would have been, okay. It's a verb, right? So don't insult me. Okay. So Yaniki, don't do this. You could have replaced it with insult. Okay. So you could have replaced it with, okay. So like do. So in this case, okay, we will say, okay, so don't do this. All right, so therefore like here we will say, here we are, it is not a noun. Okay, it is more like, it is a verb, it is showing an action, right? So therefore insult, it is not a common noun, neither is a proper noun. Okay, so here we will say, okay, in this case, okay, it is not a noun. Understood? It is a verb. However, if I had to say, okay, so we should not insult others or something like that. Okay, so like in that case it would have been a noun. So it depends on how you use it. In this case, since we say don't insult me, yani ki yaha mujhe mat karo. Okay, it's an action, so therefore it's a verb. So therefore it is not a noun, is a correct option in this case. All right. Okay, so any doubts, any questions? I'll quickly load the next set of exercises for us. Okay. Now, please note down this. Okay, so here let's quickly understand. There are many different types of nouns in English: objects, ideas, places. They can all be nouns. Every noun is either countable or uncountable. As I've already told you, countable means something which can be counted, uncountable means something which cannot be counted. Okay, now countable, for example, orange, magazine, government, okay, student. So these are all countable. Whereas uncountable, it refers to information. Can you count information? One information, two information? Okay, not really, right? Then water. Can we count water? One water, two water. Okay, so cheese, wood, juice. Okay, so we will use units to count the uncountable nouns. All right, but on their own, they cannot be counted. So countable nouns are nouns which you can count, and uncountable nouns are nouns which you can't count, as I've already told you. Countable nouns can take the singular or the plural form, whereas uncountable nouns will always take the singular form of the verb. Now, this is very important, okay? You have to understand this. Since countable, they can be counted. For example, pens, okay? One pen, two pens, three pens, four pens. So, one pen, singular, two pens is plural. So, countable because it can be counted, it can be one, that is singular, or it can be plural, that is more than one. However, in the case of uncountable, somewhere we cannot count, isn't it? So can there, is there any chance of being singular and plural? Of course. Okay, in the case of uncountable, since it cannot be counted, we treat that entire thing as one. And what is one? One is singular. So therefore, uncountable nouns are always, or they will always take the singular form of the verb. Understood? So please make a note of this quickly. Countable nouns, they can take, or they can be, instead of take you can say be. So countable nouns, they can be singular or plural, whereas uncountable, they will always be singular. Understood? Okay, let's go to the next one. A countable noun, it can be both singular, for example, a friend, a house, etc., or plural. For example, friends, houses, apples, trees. Okay, it can be singular or it can be plural. Use the singular form of the verb with a singular countable noun. For example, there is a magazine on the table. Okay, that teacher is excellent. So use the plural. So in this case, okay, singular form of the verb will use a singular countable noun. So this is called as a subject verb agreement. Okay, if the subject is singular, then your verb will be singular. If the subject is plural, then your verb will be plural. So that is what it means. The singular form of the verb, that is the action, should be the same as that of the, if your subject or the noun is singular, okay, then your verb also will be singular. If your subject is plural, then your verb will be plural. Okay, this we will understand in the next class. Okay, that is on subject verb agreement, not today, but in the days to come. All right, so you can join that class for subject verb agreement. All right, you will understand this better in that class. So there is a magazine on the table. So a magazine. So a article, a represents one. N also represents one. The only difference is a is used with consonants and is used with vowels. Understood? So here M is a consonant. M. So therefore it is not a vowel. It doesn't come in A, E, I, O, U. So that's why it is a consonant. Therefore we will use a. So there is a magazine on the table. That teacher is excellent. Understood? So that teacher is excellent. Use the plural form of the verb with a countable noun in the plural form. All right. So therefore, there are some teachers in the classroom. Okay. So some teachers in the classroom. So are auxiliary verb. So teachers. Understood? Those malls are very big. So those represents plural. So therefore, malls. Okay. And are also is plural. So those malls are very big. Understood? So therefore, in this case, if the subject is singular, verb is singular, subject is plural, verb is plural. Understood? So here what we have learned is countables can be both singular as well as plural. Okay? On the other hand, we have uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns, they will refer to materials, concepts, information, which are not individuals and cannot be counted. As I've already told you, okay, so जो कुछ count नहीं किया जा सकता है, for example, information, okay, water, understanding. Okay, so your level of understanding, can you say one understanding, two understanding, some understanding, much understanding? Okay, not really, right? Sorry, many understanding. Okay, so we cannot use that. So therefore uncountable nouns are always singular, because we consider, since we cannot count, we count that entire thing as one. Okay, so for example water, since we cannot count one water, two water, we just count whatever water we have as one single unit. Okay, as one unit. What is one unit? It is singular. So therefore we consider it as singular and never plural. Okay, so use the singular form of the verb with uncountable nouns. For example, there is some juice. This is the equipment we use for the project. Understood? So we can use words like some, much in case of uncountable. Understood? Adjectives with countable nouns. So use a or n with countable nouns which are preceded by adjectives. For example, Tom is a very intelligent young man. I have a beautiful gray cat. So in case of countable, okay, so you have to use articles, okay, with countable nouns, and these countable nouns, they should have, okay, an adjective before that. Only then you can use articles before that. All right. So articles can be used before nouns, okay, which have adjectives before that. All right. So article, then will come adjective, which is describing the noun. For example, Tom is a very intelligent young man. Understood? So very intelligent. Then I have a beautiful gray cat. So beautiful is an adjective. All right. So beautiful and gray cat as well. So a beautiful gray cat. All right. Also, do not use a or n with uncountable nouns, okay, which are preceded by adjective. For example, this is very useful information. There is some cold beer in the fridge. Well, the simple reason why you cannot use a and n is because both of these, okay, articles, that is a and n, they are used to show singular entities. Only if it is in the case of singular entities you can use a or n. Therefore, okay, so we will not use it with uncountable nouns. Okay, so usually because those are uncountable, right? So therefore this is like, a or n refers to number one. All right, so like, actual में जो कुछ quantity है which is one, it is used for that. So therefore we will not use it with uncountable, because there it is a different situation where we are considering it as one unit. It does not have a plural form, right? So therefore do not use articles a and n with them. Okay, but you can use a and n with an adjective preceding a noun. All right, so let's quickly do two exercises. Maybe be careful, there's dash on the floor, someone has broken the window. So what is the answer here? Good job, Ashish, Imad, Nikhila, Arpita. Oh, okay. All of you have got it incorrect. All right. See, in this case, a glass. There's so window का जो glass टूटा है, खिड़की का जो glass टूटा है, is it countable? Okay. So when when something is broken, okay, and it's fallen on the glass, it's fallen on the floor. All right. So we will use words like be careful. There's some glass on the floor. Okay. So like how it is used here, right? There is some cold beer in the fridge, यानी कि कुछ. So here it is used with uncountable. Some is normally used with uncountable. All right. So therefore here we will say be careful. There's some glass on the floor. Someone has broken the window. How do we know that we cannot count? Because broken. जब glass आपके हाथ से नीचे गिरता है, can you count the glass pieces? Can you count that glass as a whole? Not really, right? So therefore it is incorrect, and therefore the first option, some glass. Okay, try the next one. I really need dash before I buy a new car. So what is the answer here? All right, so and similarly, okay, we cannot say advices. So we can say some advice. Understood? We cannot count advice, right? So I really need an advice before I buy a new car. Okay, so as we have said, don't use articles before uncountable. Understood? So some advice, मुझे कुछ advice चाहिए या some information. Understood? Before I buy a new car. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of the class. Okay, I hope all of you enjoyed this session. We learned a lot of things, right? So please rate this session, and I hope all of you have made a lot of notes. Today we learned really important concepts starting from the types of nouns. Okay, and make sure that all of you practice constantly. All right, and also about countable and uncountable nouns. It is also a very important concept. All right, I hope all of you have understood. Yes, Anirudh, what is the doubt?
Ma'am, in the case of hairs, it is uncountable or countable?
In the case of hair, no, hair is usually considered as uncountable.
Uncountable. But in hairs, we use hairs also.
See, it depends on how you use the sentence. Okay, so it can be it mostly see if you logically see, can you count hair? Okay, one like if you it depends on how you use it. Okay, for example, normally we will say I have hair on my head. Okay, we will not say hairs, but if you are referring to hair strands, then it can be used. All right, so sometimes you can use hairs, but it is in very extreme cases. But normally we will just use hair. Understood? We'll not normally not use hairs. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
it depends on how you use it in a sentence. Okay, so it can be both countable and uncountable, but usually it is considered to be uncountable. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I think we'll end the class here now. It was nice teaching all of you, and you can now join my next class at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, we now have another class at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, you can join that as well. All right, so I will see you all soon. Bye.